Christina Applegate reveals what really happened during the filming of the show. A program that would become a cultural staple over its 10-plus years on the air started in 1986 on a new TV channel known simply as Fox. Married with Children was not a smash hit in its first or even second season. It would take the efforts of a family values crusader as well as some unanticipated repercussions to make it a major TV success. Who was the activist and what were the ramifications? Hold on tight as those answers, as well as other little-known Married with Children truths, are revealed. You'll discover amazing information about Al, Peggy, Kelly, Bud, Marcy, and yes, even Buck. Discover these Married with Children trivia facts that you probably didn't know. The show's working title. Marcy Darcy, Peggy Bundy's closest friend and neighbor, was named after a Cosby Show executive producer. Why, you could ask? During production, before the program debuted, the working title for Married with Children was Not the Cosbys. Stealing from National Lampoon. There's a sight of automobiles on an interstate junction in the original opening scene. That's true footage from National Lampoon's Vacation. The brief footage shows the Griswolds' Ford Crown Victoria station wagon. In addition, Al's mighty Dodge car in the episode is a 1972 Plymouth Duster. How about a little notice? When the season finale aired on May 6, 1997, the last episode, Fox officials were unsure if the program would be canceled. They eventually opted to, but didn't immediately inform the cast of their choice. While on vacation, Ed O'Neill overheard a couple at the table next to him discussing the cancellation. He allegedly paid for their dinner and thanked them for informing him. Not an overnight success. The program was not a big hit on the then unknown Fox network, but destiny interfered in an unusual manner. Terry Racolta, a Michigan family values activist, was so offended by a Season 3 episode titled Her Cups Runneth Over that she felt forced to write to many sponsors and beg them to take their advertisements off the program. Several firms did, but the media attention drew additional people to the show, and it quickly became a smash success. The cast and crew of the program allegedly gave Racolta flowers every year after the show was renewed. And they even satirized the incident in the Season 9 episode, No Pot to Peas In. In that episode, the Bundys learned that a TV program based on their lives has been canceled because a housewife in Michigan didn't like it. Peggy's Bouffant. Peggy's outfit was apparently the brainchild of Katie Segal. Segal arrived for her audition wearing her own crimson bouffant wig. The producers were so taken with it that they adjusted the character's appearance. Ed O'Neill wasn't the first choice. The filmmakers didn't believe Ed O'Neill would be able to capture the Al Bundy they were looking for because of his expertise in theatrical performances. They altered their views when he auditioned. According to one of the designers, O'Neill was merely intended to stroll through the front door of the Bundy house. O'Neill, on the other hand, breathed deeply and dropped his shoulders in despair as he stepped through the door. The creators realized right away that O'Neill understood the role. Fiction meets reality. Ed O'Neill was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2011. The star is appropriately and comically placed in front of a shoe shop. On the show, Al portrayed a frustrated women's shoe salesperson. Before the show was canceled, O'Neill was reputedly paid $500,000 per episode, making him one of the highest-paid TV performers at the time. Fan calls. Throughout the program's existence, Ed O'Neill agreed to make birthday and holiday phone calls to show fans, as Al Bundy, on one condition. Because of Al Bundy's cheapskate attitude, all calls had to be made collect. Method acting at its finest. On-set troubles. In a 2013 interview, O'Neill said that the only cast member he didn't get along with was Amanda Bierce, Marcy Darcy. According to O'Neill, the issue began around season 3 when Bierce became more masculine and snarky. O'Neill said he supported Bierce's choice to come out as a lesbian in 1993, but that he and David Faustino were the only cast members who were not invited to her wedding in 2010. Bierce was allegedly concerned that the two would mock two women in tuxedos. Later, O'Neill stated that he would have. Buck the dog. Buck, the Bundy family dog, was on the program from the beginning and lasted until season 10, when he was offered a retirement by producers. Buck died on May 25, 1996, at the age of 13. This was foreshadowed in the 19th episode of season 5, Kids, What Are You Gonna Do? David Garrison's departure. David Garrison, who portrayed Steve Rhodes' neighbor, apparently wanted to quit the show because he missed live theater. The producers devised a plausible plot in which Steve and Marcy drifted apart, and he returned in one episode every season for the following 4 years, each time with a new career. Garrison departed the show with a huge mugshot picture of himself from the 4th season episode At the Zoo. "Gotta sing, gotta dance, gotta effing starve to death," said the caption. Bud and Kelly were recast. During the production of the program, Christina Applegate said that she and David Faustino were not the original actors cast as Kelly and Bud Bundy. Tina Kasperi and Hunter Carson portrayed the two characters in the original, unaired pilot episode. Both actors would have dismal careers in the industry. Nary an Emmy to go around. Married with Children is Fox's longest-running scripted live-action program. Married with Children was also the longest-running sitcom to never receive an Emmy Award until Baywatch ended in 2001. Real-life parody. Ed O'Neill and David Faustino acknowledged that the play mocked various parts of their own lives. O'Neill had previously played college football, while Faustino had aspired to be a rapper. This fact inspired producers to build Faustino's rapper identity, Grandmaster B. Hidden pregnancy. During the show's 10-plus years on the air, Katie Sagal fell pregnant 3 times. The pregnancy was included in the narrative for the first time in season 6. Unfortunately, it was written out when Sagal miscarried. Seasons 8/9 and 10 saw the second and third pregnancies, respectively. Both of these pregnancies were concealed from the public. Why it was canceled. Ed O'Neill thinks the program was canceled because Sony's syndication rights were so costly, allegedly $1 million per episode, and stations requested that no fresh episodes be produced. O'Neill was the only member of the cast who appeared in all 260 episodes, including the Lost episode and the unaired pilot. The Lost episode. I'll See You in Court was scheduled to premiere on February 19, 1989 as the 8th episode of Season 3. It never happened. It became known as the Lost episode since it was never officially shown in the United States until 2002. What's the reason? The Bundys and Rhodes were captured on a hotel sex video during the episode. A wig, but not Peggy's. Christina Applegate also claimed during the show's filming that she came to fame because of her role as Kelly on Married with Children, so much so that it disrupted the show's production schedule at times. Applegate sported a blonde wig for the majority of season 10. She dyed her hair red for a part in the film Nowhere, which was shot the summer before the new season of the program began production. The cast invited their families to be on the show. During the show's 11 seasons, each of the 4 main cast members asked someone from their real-life families to make cameo appearances. Ed O'Neill's wife, Christina Applegate's mother, Katie Sagal's brother, and David Faustino's brother were among those that were on it. Might as well jump. Christina Applegate and David Faustino appeared as guests in an episode of Married with Children's Fox companion series, 21 Jump Street, which featured Johnny Depp as a young undercover detective pretending to be a high school student. I'm Okay, You Need Work was the 15th episode of Jump Street's 2nd season. Kelly's favorite comic. Given her character's below-average intellect, Kelly Bundy wasn't seen reading much during the series. However, she was often seen trying to read Garfield comics early in the show's run. Perhaps the misanthropic cat resonated with the married with children mindset. Royal connection. Meghan Markle, the future Duchess of Sussex, spent a lot of time on set of the series as a youngster, since her father, Thomas W. Markle, was the series director of photography. Perhaps this clarifies Meghan's concept of effective family dynamics.